Who you calling? DOSBox Deathmatch Club. I'll have you know, I have trained for 50 years, non-existent years, deathmatching with only a pistol and a fork. True story, bro. Anyways, welcome to the stream. We're gonna be playing some Doom II Deathmatch. Because, you know, it's the typical every 2 weeks event on Saturday. It is that time again. Every 2 weeks on a Saturday, we play Doom II Deathmatch. It's that ritual tradition at the DOSBox Deathmatch Club. Anyways, I'm here with the boys. Let's go say hello to them.
Disappear.
I'm Pickle Rick, and you're a pickle bitch. Say hello.
So
I have a bomb. Again.
No.
Speaking of bomb, Curios.
Bro, we are not starting the stream like this.
Welcome to the broadcast, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, unless we're talking about JC Denton.
Oh my God, JC!
Oh my God, JC, a bomb!
A bomb.
What a
shame.
what a shame! What a shame!
It was a great bomb.
It was a great.
What a rotten way to,
what a rotten way to blow.
Tell me about it.
What a rotten way to blow.
No.
Hey,
There'll be
does this
no
one
blowing
have
in
the,
my stream.
limits? I know Eggplant's curious if Doom 2 will run on Windows 95.
NXT says maybe you should get a job.
Maybe you should try getting a job.
Job application.
In this job market, yeah. Why don't you
In
try?
this economy.
I challenge anyone who's watching this.
As a 20-something in this job market, yeah, good fucking luck.
I challenge anybody to work at Lidl for a week.
I worked there for a month.
Damn.
Okay, maybe a month.
Yeah. And now I understand. Now I understand how the postal dude feels.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's not.
That's
true
insane,
story.
dude. The supermarket's enough to drive a man insane.
We got ourselves a full room here. If anyone else besides me, Brian, Resposa, and Spooky want to play,
I'm not playing, by the way.
Okay, well, if anyone else wants to play, they can make their own game room, and it should be fine.
It takes
I hope this works. I'm just using DOSBox because I don't have any of my old stuff set up, but
all right.
hopefully it's easier.
All right. Time to rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
Akage Team Deathmatch.
Time reinstalling this fucking program, this Blender plugin. I'm already getting sick of it. I tried to look. I logged in.
Work.
Yeah, first of all, I had to pay $5 for a fucking Python embed for this thing that's like a part of the plugin, which is all completely free for the rest.
Oh, right. Spooky's not running yet.
Oh my
No,
God.
it was. I think it might have been downloading.
Oh, really? It's weird because I didn't see the.
No, never mind. No, it's
my DOSBox opened for like a second and then closed immediately.
Did you set the game path correctly? Like, did you make sure that it?
I do have it set up because I can go to my games and I can run the setup for Doom 2 and it'll launch just fine.
Okay, and it launches into the actual game just fine.
Yeah. I mean, well, actually, let's try that.
Have you tried enabling debug mode just in case? That's what I usually do.
Yeah, it can run. I don't need to do any like IPX shit on Windows 11, do I? I'm assuming no.
Well, no, because
Yeah.
CGA does it all for you.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's weird to me
Right,
because
everyone
like,
hit escape. Resposa hit escape.
It feels like a weird question to ask because if you think about it, the last Windows that had IPX protocol support was Windows XP.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't use like Windows 11 for anything other than like watching YouTube videos at this point. It's only used to me, so I don't know how any of this shit works.
Alright,
imagine using Windows 11 to watch Corn. Holy fuck.
Let's see.
Probably in like countries where they have porn.
Go to our game room tab, the DM Club event tab, and check the box that says debug.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And then what it'll do is it'll pause after each step, and you'll just press enter. And so, like when the DOSBox tries to close, it'll stop it, and it should tell you what's wrong. So,
All right. If I can't get it working, I'll just drop. Cause,
all right.
All right,
All right,
K-Bone
let's hit it.
says he was a great. Get out of here, Denton. What a rotten way to move it as the way. The way.
Okay.
NXT says I've gotten better at playing slaughter maps. That's interesting because
Cool.
yeah, slaughter maps is like definitely challenging and definitely like
Okay.
I feel like it has a
Uh,
very heavy reliance on rocket launchers and BFGs more than anything else.
it said IPX tunneling not connected, and then it just booted me.
Oh,
Well, it just
Oh, is it this thing
friggin' doesn't
again?
even
Because
let
I
you
remember
connect.
that too.
What did it do? What did you do to fix it, Brian? I don't remember.
We had to keep launching
All right.
until it
Okay.
actually lets us connect.
Okay. All right. Everyone hit escape. We're gonna try. We're gonna try one more time. If that doesn't work, then I guess Spooky can
Yeah.
play. Sorry.
No, it's alright.
Unless you want to try it a
All
couple more times.
Well, I come into this expecting problems. To be honest, I wouldn't want to hold anyone up. So.
That's typical, realistic too.
The only computer I've gotten this to reliably work on is my Pentium 3, like dual
No,
CPU
you're
one.
not a real DOS gamer unless you play on that real shit.
Plus,
All right,
I
Well,
mean,
one more
that
time.
works properly. This doesn't work. So.
plus
I
it isn't
don't know
really
why.
it really isn't a DOSBox Deathmatch Club event without some hurdles.
I don't know. Sometimes it works. Sometimes we get started without a hitch. It
Well,
it
yeah,
all comes down to
it's like a
configuration.
50-50 thing.
All right.
IPXNet disconnect. Okay. Why is it? It's like automatically just disconnecting it. Yeah. Okay. I give up. I don't want to hold you guys up anymore.
All right. Well, that
So,
sucks. All right. Everyone hit escape real quick. All right.
it-
So if anyone else wants to play, we can take one more.
So let's see here. NXT saying, I hope DOSBox Pure Unleashed makes IPX more reliable. It's funny you say that because me and Riff have been playtesting a bit of Classic Gaming Arena. And there's definitely some interesting improvements being made about IPX.
Yeah, we need to figure out some. Yeah, we need to do some more testing and
Right.
just some bug testing and stuff, and hopefully get that stuff resolved. And I think
Right.
we have. I think we're getting close to something good. I think,
Right.
but assuming there isn't some huge catch.
Right.
That
It's about
yeah.
IPX packet handling, I will add. And it will give us a chance that we'll get like possibly 20% improvement at worst, but at best you'll probably get almost like LAN-like performance.
Possibly.
Maybe. Yeah, but again, depends on the game very heavily. Not all network codes are equal.
I wouldn't make any promises either because I
Right.
mean we've only tested like only 3 people have tested it. So all right.
Right.
Anyway,
But I will say
Leaves,
a
do you
game of
have
Rise of the Triad definitely was playable on 20 milliseconds. 20 to
Cured
30.
Leaves, do you have your controls and stuff set up for Doom 2?
Yep.
All right, cool. All right, let's do this for real this time.
I also like noticed after a little bit of more testing, Power Slave seems to be more playable with 60 milliseconds too.
Forgot I got pinged. I'm on Grazlo's Discord currently at 9:09 or 9 p.m.
Man, what the fuck?
I think it hit a consistency failure.
Because it didn't load the WAD correctly. Let me double check.
It didn't load the WAD for you?
Yeah, I was able to move like for a split second.
Yeah, it was because it didn't load the WAD for somebody.
Let me see here.
That's weird.
Yeah, Brian, if you can just go to the.
Yeah, I'm
just go to
re-downloading the
games.
WAD again. There we go. Oh,
are you ready?
You might find this funny, and I think this needs to be reported to CodeJunkie.
What?
I was hoping to try to make backups of the add-ons, like traditionally, and while I did that, I had to delete the files, excluding the zip files that need to be kept and then put packet together. However, if you go about running the multiplayer add-on with only the zip file, it won't even check if it's extracted or not, and it'll just run the game anyway.
That makes sense. All right. So you ready?
Ready.
All right.
But I do think Coach Oki might need to look towards adding a check.
Maybe.
And if the game, if the thing isn't extracted, it should probably extract it.
All right.
It's going all right.
You know, check if, you know, file is found. If file not found, check for, you know, zip file name. If zip file name is not found, download.
Right. And if there is a zip file that's found, extract.
Then extract. Yes. Oh, I'm feeling all of that mouse input.
Same here, honestly.
Me too.
I love Duke 3D pistol sound.
It's time to shit ass and a lot of shit ass.
Yes.
If file not found, check
Yes.
1212.
Is that mattress again?
No, that is K-Bone.
Okay.
Please enter your registration. So yeah, I have to make a fucking whole new Gmail account, like another one, so that way I could log on to this website, register first and log on, and then I could get like all the shit downloaded in order for this mocap stuff to work. It's like this is like my third time getting it to work. I mean, I'm seriously getting pissed. Spending $5 on some one requirement this guy made to be paid, and it's like there's like a discount on his Patreon. It's like $1.
Ow.
Oh.
Damn, I felt that.
Is this some audio? Oh yeah, you're playing Doom, is it? Because I noticed the HUD has like a different font and looks kind of
Yeah, it's custom.
We can change a lot of graphics. Graphics. Ow, fuck.
Whoa, nice graphics!
I'm my phone's charging, bro.
Like the idea of like, oh yeah, come on, the graphics, let's put something naughty in the textures. Good old early Wolfenstein 3D mods be like.
Dang.
Damn, bro.
Damn.
What a shame. It was a nice stamp.
Sounds like something that Bo Diddley would sing.
Like something that, what? I didn't hear you.
Sounds like something that could be sung.
So,
That sort of R&B kind of way.
let's make that uploaded to SoundCloud. One funny idea is like, imagine making a rap song on SoundCloud, but it's just fucking all the instruments are just from the SC55 or GM.dls, which comes with your average copy of Windows.
Isn't that what Tom Wright III does?
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Tom Wright III's instruments sound kind of like that.
Does he like rap on top of a MIDI or something?
No, he
It
probably
sounds
just
like
used,
it.
He probably just used, at the very least, used samples from a sound canvas.
Okay.
Because I mean, it's a pretty. I mean, you start to recognize it in a lot of different places.
Well, yeah.
Or at least the sound sources that the sound canvas uses.
And heck, I mean, one's got fucking purchase their $5 sample pack.
He uses a Boss 660, which is a rolling device.
Uh-huh. Well, that's not terribly surprising then.
No.
Poor Simpson and Doom.
Man, I killed myself.
Cool story, bro. Ow. Imagine dieting in Doom.
Dieting.
Yeah, I died in this game a lot.
Dieting
Exactly.
in Doom? How's that?
Bro.
I dieted so many
Yeah,
times in
yeah.
Wake, it's not even funny.
Bro, I'm
Dieting
dieting
and
and
Doom.
shitting and farting right now.
They said dieting like fucking
Exactly.
diet yourself in fucking Doom. I know, eat alien pork chops.
Man, imagine going on a Doom diet.
No.
Doom,
I'm actually
Aw.
not
That
going to
consists of-
imagine that.
blue potions, I guess? I don't know.
I mean, it's like, in the diet, you can't play anything but Doom.
Like eat anything but Doom.
And then, on your cheat day, you can play any other game. But it's back
I
to
wonder what
playing
those
Doom 2 after
potions-
that.
What those blue potions carry.
Yeah, that kind of sounds like something I'd do.
You know, the blue potions kinda, I don't
Ow!
know why, but I feel like there's like some type of crystallized blue soda in the Doom guy drink, so you just get to get peak on it. It's like really refreshing.
Wow! Ah. Oh. I know tomorrow I gotta finish up Radix, and then after that, I'm gonna start my playthrough of Diablo. That's ought to be fun. I might do it on my AMD K62 or something.
Oh, that is... Jeez Louise.
Yeah, I felt that. Ow! There. Whoa!
I thought it was on a favorite band. I like listening to his vibes.
But it does look like that on December 3rd, it looks like my package, the Hidman adapter might arrive, so this ought to be fun. That way I can finally, you know, use more KVM type shit. No more, almost no more like 2 keyboards and mouses in one desk. I find it very interesting, like, you just press a button, and then you can use that same keyboard and mouse you used on the old PC. Ow.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Almost works every time.
Almost.
Almost. Ah. Fuck. Ah. By the way, I was also going to bring up about blood refresh supply. Not sure if you knew or not, but I've also heard that the chat system's going to be just like the one in Quake.
I mean, that's not really surprising to me at all. Every Kex game since the Quake remaster has used that chat system.
Yeah, but I guess when I heard about
to implement.
Right, because when I heard about this, I was like kind of wondering how would they go about with the top scoreboard. Are they gonna do away with that, or
What?
they're gonna keep the top scoreboard?
Well, I mean that's not part of the chat. So
Well, I mean, I feel like it's a possibility, but I'm not too concerned because as long as they like did what Doom did, where you die and you see the scoreboard. I don't think Rot has that either, sadly. That should be okay, or at least do how like
I mean they
does it.
put the scores at the top in original fresh supply, so I don't know why they wouldn't do it with the refresh supply.
Well,
They
yeah,
just
but
need
this
they just need to scale the lettering correctly this time.
well, yeah, I'm just saying like that fresh supply is also before the Quake remasters anyway, so maybe they changed some things in different.
Well, I
how
don't
they
know.
do things differently.
I don't know what fresh supply's chat system is like.
Kind of like the original game.
Okay, well, I mean, new Kex uses the new chat system.
Right. I mean, just like how like Fresh Supply used ENET instead of PlayFab. I think.
Well, yeah, this was before they started doing PlayFab.
Right. Ah. I mean, I also just rejoined like the Fresh Supply like Discord community they had going about. But I do recall they're about likely to rebrand after Refresh Supply comes out.
Refreshed community.
Something like that. So, while I do possibly, yeah, well, I do possibly think like after these few weeks, the player count will die down a bit.
Well,
I feel like there'll still be some
know.
activity with those Discord communities, so...
Well, honestly, I need to check up on Outlaws again, see if they got any games going on right now, because I know that there will be like, you know, at least one or two games going on whenever I log into Outlaws on the remaster.
Yeah, I occasionally would see Doom plus Doom 2 multiplayer lobbies. Sadly,
it's mostly co-op, though.
Yeah, that's one of my gripes about it.
Well, I mean, I can't really gripe about that because that's just what people want to play. I think that's not really anything new either, because it's like...
It's more like my personal gripe, rather than just like a gripe on its own. Because
I guess.
My idea about co-op is like, it feels more predictable than playing a deathmatch. And when predictability...
I wouldn't say so.
Why so?
People really like co-op. Like,
I mean, I understand the appeal of co-op, but imagine like having to play through the entire game numerous times with different people. Don't you think it's
just play a different WAD? Just play a different WAD.
Look, yeah, I know that. But
that's your solution right there.
But that actually depends on how many people are playing co-op WADs in Doom plus Doom 2, for example.
Well, in that case, you can set a player cap.
Player cap?
Yes, you can set the max amount of players.
Well, yeah, but I don't think that would solve the replayability issues.
Well,
At least not
again,
exactly.
well, I don't really know what you're hoping for here.
I'm just saying why I don't like co-op too much. Because, you know, that's the thing, is like, you're kind of limited on, like, but it also depends on the game too. Like, you're limited on just playing the same objective, same goal, same layout. I don't know, it doesn't feel as predictable as a deathmatch would be.
I feel like all of those things could also be applied to deathmatch, though.
But how so?
The same goal, the same layout.
But more like the same result, I mean. Like, for example, you don't see anyone, like, it would be predictable if, say, one person always wins match. But in co-op case...
Hi, late.
Hi, late, you're cock blocked.
What up, Aid?
But yeah, like, if you're playing through, like, a co-op or single-player game, the main goal, and it's like, it's always gonna have that results where you're trying to complete all the levels, beat the final boss, etc. Whereas deathmatch, it heavily depends on skill. Like, if it was one person winning all the time, sure, that might create some predictability.
I think that those are different kinds of skills, because I think when it comes to co-op, I think in single player, it's really about your navigation skills and your ability to find secrets. And your ability to, you know, understand enemy behavior. So
I mean, I guess. But imagine,
that's
like...
not you guess, it's just true.
Well, the thing is, I have a hard time understanding the co-op stuff, because the thing is, like...
Just say you like deathmatch more. That's you don't have to justify it.
I'm just saying why I prefer deathmatch over co-op. That's the thing.
Okay.
It just feels more predictable playing co-op than it would be deathmatch, based on my experience.
I don't know, man. I think if predictability is a problem, then I think, you know, I mean, that's what user levels are for.
Well, yeah.
I feel like that really solves the problem pretty well, and honestly I feel like has made for a lot of really fun experiences from what I've played.
I mean, it might work well with Doom plus Doom 2, at least with that, but for other games, I don't know.
Well,
You only have to get everybody to set up certain things, you know.
Well, that's really no different than any other game.
Well, of course.
Or
it also could also
deathmatch.
depend on the game on how many, like, co-op compatible add-ons there are. Doom is an easy one.
I mean, usually it should say in a map packs documentation if it has co-op support. That's pretty standard.
Like, I guess part of it's probably because I guess I remember playing too much Duke 3D co-op on Xbox Live or Arcade, playing the same maps, the same expectations. We're just like...
Well, yeah, Duke 3D does... Well, that's kind of what the expansions are for.
Yeah, there was no expansion for Xbox Live Arcade. It's just...
Oh, you're talking about XBLA. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
just based on my experience with that.
I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of the shortcomings of consoles.
Right, and I wouldn't be surprised if that might have been part of the reason why I get a bad impression about co-op. It's like, well, it's like point A to point B. It's just like, you don't get like a random expectation. Am I gonna get my ass kicked, or am I gonna win a match?
Well,
kills might be unpredictable. Maybe it depends on how many
again, the unpredictability is just new content.
Well, yes.
Because I mean, let me tell you something. If we only played Dwango 5 here, it would be getting pretty fucking predictable.
Well, yeah. Unless it depends on, I mean, but also could depend a bit on the player itself. Like,
I
Maybe
guess.
someone hasn't played Dwango 5, while we also played a lot of Dwango 5.
Well, yeah, but like for you, if you've played a lot of Dwango 5, you're gonna get bored. You're gonna get bored of it, and it's going to get predictable because you know all the choke points where all the items of interest are. So predictability, I don't think that that's really a problem that's unique to co-op. It's about content.
I see. I
You
mean,
play any
maybe
map or co-op level long enough, you're gonna learn the layout, and it's gonna stop playing the same eventually.
I see. Or
I mean,
maybe
yeah.
maybe the bigger problem is like almost every time I see co-op lobbies, it's playing the same levels, and I kind of wish maybe they
Well,
attention
I
gets
think
paid
part of that
towards,
has to do. I mean, I think part of that is just because it, you know, because there's no automatic WAD downloading because of how shitty Edward's interface is.
right.
You know.
That's a problem on its own. Like
Yeah,
imagine,
like I think.
and that's probably why I wish we had proper add-on support too, like, especially with refresh apply, because I have a feeling we're gonna get a lot.
The only
of
reason
co-op
that
sessions.
Doom plus Doom 2 and Heretic plus Hexen got it is because they have Bethesda hosting the mods.
Right.
So they don't have Night Dive doesn't have that. They don't have the back end infrastructure for that sort of thing. They have enough for the server for the actual game servers, and that's it.
Ah.
I mean the solution to this is is to do it the old-fashioned way, dedicated servers that send the file directly.
Well, yeah.
But they don't really like that in the modern games industry because for I don't know whatever lame reason that they have, some sort of regulatory thing, some sort of crap like that.
Right.
Mostly having to do with consoles or something.
I guess the thing is, like, I guess you kind of are right with the predictability of deathmatch levels.
Yeah.
I will say, like, I feel like the co-op problem wouldn't be too much of an issue with me if, we had, like... Because the thing is, if you had, like, a boatload of lobbies and just playing, like, oh, too many Cradle to Grave or something, or too many episode 1 through 6.
Well, you can't really control people play. That's always going to be a thing.
It's not really about control. It's more like I have the option if I just choose not to join co-op servers. So
well, yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
I mean,
I feel like
it's more that
you
I don't know. I think whenever we play fresh WADs, I think it's like when we did knee deep in Z-Doom, I had a really good time. Like that, there's having that extra dynamic of cooperative play is kind of interesting.
I guess.
I don't know. I like it from time to time. I mean, not every game is well built for co-op.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Like Unreal, but I mean,
Part to me is that I kind of like the Unreal co-op experience. I mean, because the thing is, like, I guess it's probably because I know the game more well. That'd probably be part of the reason why. Whereas if I play something that I'm not too familiar with, there will be like moments where everyone's lost and just like we had to spend the entirety of the event figuring out the whole way to get past the next level.
I think it's really more of a mindset thing because where you're used to kind of just shooting the shit, turning your brain off, and just kind of running in circles around a deathmatch arena. Whereas you actually kind of have to think about where you're going on a co-op level, and I think that kind of adds. I think it makes it more interesting because you're solving a problem.
I guess it's probably
it employs problem solving, which is.
I guess. I mean,
I feel like, you know,
if
a
we
lot
had,
of
if we had more,
games don't really do that anymore.
right. I think the thing here is like,
Or
it
at least
might,
in terms of shooters, they don't really
yeah.
employ problem solving very much.
Maybe it's just some people that I would play with probably haven't got that in mind. That's probably what kind of enables like the idea of like just running in circles for almost like 30 minutes.
Well, that's their problem.
Right. Now, I would probably have a better co-op experience if I had somebody who knew the map a bit. I think that's how I felt like.
Well, what's the fun in that if you're being handheld the whole way?
Yeah,
Like I would rather be lost and have to figure it out myself than have someone basically play the game for me.
I guess, but imagine the idea of like, oh, imagine if I played Descent co-op too. I'd be seeing a whole bucket list of people failing to see the exit. So, in some cases, you may need to guide some people where to go.
Well, yeah, I suppose, but I think relying on that to make co-op fun is just not a good way to look at it. I don't know. Like help is fine. Like, you know, help is fine because I mean that's part of what co-op is you're playing together. You kind of prop each other up, but it's like, you know, there's helping and then there's hand holding.
I guess.
I don't really like.
I think it's more like my tolerance of like something that's too, like, if we get into moments where it's slow pace, after a while I kind of get bored out. Maybe want to quit the game.
I don't know.
Maybe that's also kind of part of the reason why I prefer fast-paced shooters, because I like.
Well, I mean, yeah, but even Doom has those moments.
Badly, yes. There'll be some parts where I get so lost, not knowing what much to do, and it's like I'd ask myself if I feel like I'm wasting my time as a result. I feel like that kind of feels like Gen Z brain a little bit. Really?
It's like, you know, yeah, because it kind of just feels like a uncontrollable thirst for instant gratification a little bit. Because I think, you know,
that might explain it.
Yeah, because like I like, you know, I like a challenge, and I like, you know, I like being stumped a little bit. I want, like, you know, I want to, you know, actually take the time to figure it out, because I feel like I appreciate the level design more when I have to figure something out.
I guess.
If you get to that point where, like, you're feeling like you're wasting your time, it's kind of like, well, depending on the game, it's kind of what you signed up for in the first place, right?
Yeah, no, like, I think
that's the game. Like,
yeah, if it gets to the point where it's like, you know, where you're confused to the point where it's like you are so stumped that, like, you know, and like nothing else is really making up for it, then it's like, yeah, then
like,
maybe
play a different game.
Yeah, just play a different game at that point.
Interesting, because I do know there's definitely some history of add-ons that I may have played and got very lost. And that resulted in me having to look
it's
up the
just a matter
playthrough.
of balancing, you know, the work and the reward.
Yeah, what I tend to do now is if I get to a point in any game where I'm just like, what am I doing here? I just put it down and maybe come back some other time, or not at all.
I hit that wall with Fallout 1 almost immediately because I'm an idiot.
Because you made a bad character build. Because it's really easy to ruin the game if you don't build properly.
Someone guided me through building a character, but it was like, I think, no, it was because I was stupid and didn't realize that Fallout 1 has an F1 screen. I don't know. Fallout 1's controls are a little weird.
The weird part for me is, like, I remember trying Fallout the first time years ago, and then it lasted 5 minutes because I just got immediately killed at the start.
Yeah, I don't know. CRPGs might just not be my thing. Like CRPGs just have a bit of a higher barrier of entry, I think. Like it's a completely different mindset from action RPGs or immersive sims or.
Yeah, I feel like I'm more of an
shooters.
action RPG guy. That's probably why I prefer Diablo over anything else.
Yeah, that makes sense. I find Fallout 1 to be quite like good as far as like old CRPGs go in like knowing what to do next and stuff. It's pretty
cornerstone
tight actually. Like yeah, but like just the way the quest is set up and how everything's explained to you, it's usually pretty easy to figure out like what you're supposed to do. But holy shit, Fallout 2.
Yeah, no, I've heard the stories of how bullshit Fallout 2 is right out the gate.
Like it just gives you these extremely vague quest objectives, but because there's so much more stuff on the map compared to Fallout 1, it's like you just sat there like, okay, well now what? Like it's like find the car engine, and that's your only quest hint. Like it's like, okay, where do I find that?
Dude, I got stuck on the tanker part in Fallout 2, right? Because I just wasn't equipped to take out all of the shit, like, in the basement of the ship.
I do want to bring up, too, like, speaking of the whole co-op thing, maybe it's probably because I have a hard time understanding what makes co-op so special.
I suppose. I don't know. Brian, you're a very picky guy.
Yeah, I have to admit that.
If it's not to your taste, it's not to your taste. It's funny you said that about Fallout 2 though, getting like soft lot like that, because the first time I played Fallout 1, I went to the cathedral under-equipped and basically just had to cheat. I had to just use a cheat trainer to just see the game ending, because I was like, I'm not loading a save from 5 hours ago. Getting power armor and shit.
I mean, yeah, it is
5 hours ago. That's a crazy amount of time to not at any point think, maybe I should save at this part.
I was not planning ahead. I didn't expect to run into that level of bullshit.
I guess it's fair enough that, yeah, I do tend to be picky. It's like a me thing in general.
And I mean, I say this as a picky person myself,
right?
But like, but I feel like, sometimes you have to, know when to expand your horizons a bit.
Yeah, that's something I've tried to explore myself, like how I would go about expanding my horizons. Like, me playing something very unusual that I don't normally play. Imagine if I just play a text adventure game.
Go ahead, man.
Oh boy. Actually, yeah, imagine that becoming a stream too, where I just play some random text adventure game.
I'm sure people have done it before. I'm sure you could too.
Or stream myself playing XCOM. I thought about doing that actually, funny enough.
Yeah.
Fuck. I do recall, like, I've definitely made attempts of getting into, like, turn-based RPG games. I think it's more like that feeling where it's like, oh, I'm doing decently, but then I land in a very bad spot, and I have to figure out how or why I can't get out of it. It could be like character builds in a nutshell, or something similar. Then I have to start the game over, kind of.
You played a JRPG, it's because you grind mobs for like 4 hours before the next boss, and that's...
Actually, I attempted to play a JRPG game. I think it's like a Hoshiningi, like, RPG game. And it's like, almost every time I had to go open up my phone and translate the text. It's kind of funny, actually.
It's a JRPG.
Yeah, so...
Go figure.
Exactly. You gotta learn Japanese or translate every 5 minutes. That's funny.
I mean, I just stick to shit like Final Fantasy, to be honest. I don't get that deep cut with JRPGs.
Unless somehow the JRPG game you play has, like, translation patches.
Yeah.
Sadly, not every JRPG game has it yet. Ow.
Well, most of the ones worth playing get released in English. Something I've found with like untranslated games is the vast majority of them weren't translated for a reason. It's because like the shit weren't worth translating. Apart from a couple like Racing Lagoon, but then they usually get fan translations anyway. So,
or they're just practically obscure as shit. So there's that too. Like, because that's like the curse of obscure media. It may be good, but potentially good, but not many people pay attention to it. To even push an idea of translations.
Just stealing what I say for like the billionth time.
I'm gonna steal your wallet, guys.
Monkey see, monkey do type shit.
I'm gonna steal your wallet and spend it on remasters.
There's a couple of games where like the Japanese version the localized version was so butchered that you're better off playing like a fan translated one, like Ace Combat 3 comes to mind, where they just cut the entire story from the Western release.
That's funny.
That is messed up.
Yeah, but that also
yeah, let's take away what makes the game a story, I guess.
Well, I mean that game is like the story is it's like Evangelion but with planes basically or something.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Hey Vic, if you're watching this, it's got Evangelion. It might get you interested. It's got that inspiration of your favorite anime. But yeah, reminds me, like, I remember bringing up Mech Warrior 2 and then eventually Metal Tech. Or is it called? I think it's called Battle Siege.
It's Battle Tech.
Oh, Metal Siege, like the other Mech Warrior 2 alternative games at the time.
Earth Siege.
Earth Siege, yes. I think I remember playing the second game's demo and I kind of liked it.
I played a bit of Star Siege.
Tribes?
No, the Mac game. They did
the
a
original
game first,
Star
and
Siege.
then it became Tribes.
Yeah, before we got Tribes, yes.
I tried to get into Tribes, but I never really got past the tutorial because I don't know, it's just really weird to play.
I haven't really played Siege, Tribes, I mean, since 2021. I remember trying to get into it. It's definitely, if you thought Painkiller was a little weird playing it, I think Star Siege Tribes may be a little bit to adjust as well.
The thing about Painkiller is, like, it's pretty easy to get into. Like, it's a very accessible game.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying in terms of mechanics, like movement.
Well, in terms of mechanics, I think, you know, Painkiller is also pretty accessible.
I guess.
Tribes, on the other hand, I couldn't even get through the tutorial. I was just so bewildered.
It's more like...
Maybe I'll try it again one day.
For me, it's like I'm a little bit unfamiliar with the whole subgenre of, like, ZFPS. I think that's what they call it.
ZFPS, is that...
Yeah,
is that like
jetpack
FPS or something?
Is that another name like movement shooter or something?
It's like the kind of a shooter where it's involved like it involves a way faster movement out like in the outside world.
So just Tribes pretty much.
Yeah, Tribes is like those. Oh yeah, let's see here. I'm trying to look this up.
I don't really know of any other games that are like Tribes, really.
There might be some.
There was an indie attempt to like do a new Tribes game called like Midair a couple of years ago, but I don't think that really took off.
I mean, I think one thing I know more about Tribes is like the movement is freaking crazy too. Like if you think
I really liked it. I used to play Tribes Ascend like a ton when that was like current back in like 2013, 2014.
Yeah. It's like they put.
I've not really played the retro ones though.
Like my way of describing it, the movement is like it's like you taking crouch sliding and bunny hopping and injecting like and overdosing
it's really
it with
more
steroids.
like CS. It's more like Counter-Strike surfing.
It's literally it's very similar to surfing because you have to make sure you're hitting the slope at the right angle and like, you know, coming off you get like the speed boost and stuff like that. It's once you get into it, it's really fun going like max speed and like capping flags by like dodging
Yeah,
everyone.
I
It was
definitely
I
need
mean,
to revisit
that
that
shit
game.
does sound pretty damn fun. I do want
Yeah,
to.
I mean,
Like,
definitely need to
if,
revisit the game.
Yeah, I do want to revisit it again.
Tribes Ascend was like 16v16 with like some battlefieldy kind of elements to it as well, where you had like engineers that needed to like keep the base maintained and stuff like that. It was
Okay.
and like heavy troopers with who there was a class where if you were standing still and a light class slammed into you, you would deal damage to them based on how fast they were going. They would just splat against. So
Splat against the wall.
So you would just plant yourself on a flag with like a minigun and just wait, and then like the enemy scout.
That reminds me of Scale Bearer from Quake
Sounds like something
Yeah,
that'd be fun to play.
I will lead the
Yeah,
way.
it was a lot like that actually. Yeah.
Go wait.
The way. Gosh.
Oh wait, that game came out around the same time that Uganda Knuckles was relevant. Jesus, that's crazy to fucking think about. What
That
the
is
hell?
one way to remember something.
Yeah.
That's Quake Champions is
I will know the
8
way.
years old, guys. That's fucking
Oh
insane.
no, don't do this to me. I remember playing it when it like first came out on Steam.
Me too. I played it when it was on the fucking Bethesda launcher in the
I
fucking closed
remember.
beta.
Yeah, I remember my brother
And back
playing.
then, it wasn't 4v4, it was 5v5 for like one weekend, and then they changed it to 4v4.
I recall my brother actively playing Quake Champions back then. But for me, it was hard for me to get into because I'm just very used to how the original Quakes play.
I coped so much on that game, bro. Like, oh, they're gonna fix it, and it's gonna be so good, guys. I swear. And then they took fucking forever.
But I mean, I thought there was a lot.
Yeah, I have
like,
my own
once you got
version of my
past all of
copium
the-
of other games.
Once you, I mean, this is pure copium, but the like the stuff like the different characters having different arena shooter movement styles. That was really cool. Like,
Yeah, no, you're
like-
right.
I
I think
genuinely like
that
that.
was a cool idea. I think it's just that they didn't really use it to its full potential. Because instead, they kind of just changed it into light, medium, and heavy classes.
It's sad to me about how there's no custom content for Quake Champions. It had potential.
Oh, that too really
It's
killed
because
it, making
it's
it
because
like
they were
modern game.
stupid and they used the stupid Saber engine, which is all proprietary, which means they can't release mod tools. So they fucking dug their own grave.
Yeah.
I remember the netcode being
That is
awful.
sad.
for a long
Yeah, the
time as well.
netcode was pretty
Holy
awful
crap.
too.
Like you would shoot a rocket like on the ground next to
Like-
someone, and it would just deal no splash damage. I remember that
You know-
being like a massive issue for a while.
Yeah, the thing is, it's like I never had that problem, but everybody else was having the problem. And because I was like young and stupid, I originally kind of thought it was like a little skill issue. These kids ain't used to Quake. But then it was like, as I've gotten older, I'm like, I know this. What the fuck, man? And like people still have complained about it for years, and it's just, well, it was that and like the engine lagging like shit.
Oh yeah, it's unoptimized.
It's incompetently optimized. I don't know why they fucking did it like that.
I didn't have the greatest PC, but I remember being able to pull like 80, 90 FPS on most
I
of
was
the
able
map.
to get decent performance, but I know other people were having issues with like input delay and whatever.
The one problem I also had with Quake Champions is like, I feel like the visuals felt distracting in my eyes. Maybe it's just a me thing, really.
I think that's kind of the easy Quake mindset, but also I think I don't know.
But it's
That
also,
was kind of it was kind of an excuse that I thought about at first, but I think in retrospect I really don't think that was the source of the problem. I think it was just the other things that, you know, you didn't quite recognize it, you know, because it was so inconsistent from person to person that you only really recognize it in retrospect. But I don't know, I think the visuals are fine, and they kind of rectified it when they added, like, you know, colored outlines to like enemies and teammates.
the weird part for me is like, I remember like going to Quake 1 or 2 or 3 without needing to disable all the textures and making it like
Well, it's because that's a much more visibly simpler game, and that's
maybe
why.
I'm just used to the visibly simpler game.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a little bit of an adjustment. I
Yes.
think the biggest problem is that they went away from the cylindrical hitboxes of Quake 3 to make things that, you know, are more form-fitting to each character model, which I think is really stupid for an arena FPS.
Well, that kind of comes from like the fundamental design of it being a little flawed, where it's like you have the squishier light characters with less HP, so you need them to have a smaller hitbox to.
Well,
like,
yeah, but it's like the thing is, it's not standardized amongst the light characters either. Like they, you know, give the light characters a smaller cylinder, give the heavy characters a bigger cylinder. But even then, I think, you know, even then, I think that's also just kind of the flaw of the, you know, the whole character class system, because it's not over. I mean, this was the mid 2010s when this came out.
Right.
Overwatch was.
Yeah, so it's like you know. Overwatch was the big fucking thing, so there was like, oh, we're gonna do Overwatch and Quake, and it's like, yeah, that turned out great, didn't it?
Imagine, oh yeah,
It's like,
funny idea.
look, Quake is a better fucking game than Overwatch. Don't fucking downgrade the game like that.
Right.
Yeah, hearing that just made me cringe.
Yeah.
And here's the thing too, like there's a reason why I rather play TF2 over Overwatch. That's probably different.
Because TF2 was made by like, you know, people that have good decision-making skills, and
Right.
and was also made in a time when, you know, games were still cool.
Right.
Because you know, I've always said 2007 was the last truly great year for video games. Team Fortress 2 is one of those reasons that I believe that.
I mean, TF2's
Now,
got
speaking
like
of
Quake
Quake
DNA in
Champions,
it as well, which makes it like the movie.
Yeah, exactly. Quake. Yeah, TF2 is also part of the Holy Lineage, and is the reason that I found Quake, and thus everything else.
Imagine playing as Oddjob in Quake Champions.
That's everybody plays as Oddjob in Quake Champions, because the hitboxes are fucking stupid, and
Yeah.
the hit reg is so inconsistent between people.
Right. I almost
another thing I was
This is Tim Willett's hubris manifest.
Gosh, I actually caught Z trying to play as Oddjob and had to put a stop to it. Especially since it was my first time playing GoldenEye actual multiplayer. I knew that shit, it was gonna be fucking unfair. But I guess he didn't play as Oddjob instead. We ended up playing with Golden Gun. I thought it was funny. It's like an instant chip weapon.
Yeah, I know. I've played GoldenEye with people before.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? Actually, you know what? Since we're bringing up GoldenEye before, again, Spooky. Have you actually played GoldenEye?
Yeah, I've played I played it on an emulator ages ago, and I played the XBLA version of it, which is really nice.
I honestly like the Xbox Live Arcade's multiplayer because, like, you have the ability to play on only just one screen. Although you also, the weird
that's
part
really
too,
the only option.
Yeah, the weird part too is that even if you're playing System Link, you have the option to play like as if it were split screen, so it's funny.
That is kind of cool.
Yeah, so you can, kind of like
can you do emulated System Link with XBLA GoldenEye?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, I did this with Xenia Cannery, like net play. I think you can also do it on actual hardware as well, given your console's modded.
Well, still waiting on that soft mod.
Yeah. Maybe it would be better like to play it on X-Link Kai though, or Radman.
What?
You would have to like use Radman or X-Link.
There is a soft mod now, isn't there? There's that bad.
There's like a quasi soft mod.
Yeah.
It's like though it's not permanent and has to reapply every time you start your Xbox 360.
Almost similar to a jailbreak of a PS4.
Yeah, I've heard.
Yeah,
that.
I was gonna
But
say. That's kinda like
but
how
I know
the
that
PSP
someone
did.
is working on like a real soft mod for 360. I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard much about it.
Perhaps.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have. I've got a hard modded one that I bought, but I just don't like. I always prefer soft modding things because
Yeah.
I don't want to. I mean, especially the Xbox 360 where there's like tons of soldering involved. Like it's just really annoying. Like I was able to
Yeah.
do it for the original Xbox because you just have to solder a header onto it, and that was fine. But like the 360 is like nah.
Yeah,
you need to
no, the
actually be good at
360
soldering to do that.
Yeah.
But people sell modded consoles on like eBay and stuff, so I just pick one up for like.
Well, I already have like a real Xbox 360 Slim from you know from my childhood.
I do
Yeah,
think when it comes to consoles
don't
and
mutilate your
stuff,
childhood Xbox. Just make one
Exactly.
soft mod.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I don't have soldering equipment anyway.
I actually do. I just haven't got the parts to start the idea of modding my 360. However, I want to point out that that's another thing with consoles that I might be more picky about. If it ain't modded, I'm not touching it.
What?
Because
Well,
I
how you gonna-
have that tinkering mindset, so that's probably why I prefer
Well,
PCs.
I mean, well,
over
that's not
consoles.
being picky. That's just being an enthusiast.
It's.
Yes.
I end up with that same thing where I'm
like
always
you're just
like.
making it yours.
Yeah, I mean,
I
it
have the same
feels
thing with
picky,
consoles
but
where,
it's enthusiasm right here.
like I use them for a while and then I'm like, man, I wish I could do like more stuff with this, and then it just inevitably leads down the
Right.
road of like, how do I jailbreak it? Like, for
I
every
remember,
console
like-
I've ever had.
I remember
Yeah.
my parents would be like, complain to me about it, thinking, why mod my console? You'll just break the console, etc. But I'm like, it's fun to run homebrew. I love homebrew.
Because it's mine, and I want to do what I want with it. Suck my dick.
Exactly.
Custom firmware PSP was so peak.
Yeah,
back
can
in the
you
day.
like with a with a modded 360, can you get back like the blades interface?
I
You
feel
can
like
download
it's
the old
kind of
dashboards and launch
possible.
them as like executables, but it's not like
Not
it's not
100%, I
thing.
don't think.
Yeah, no, someone should show it. Like, I know people have made custom dashboards for the 360. Someone needs to do like recreations of, or like I guess restorations of like the blades interface, the like the like Frutiger arrow looking interface, and then
Yeah, that's
yeah.
That's the thing. I think you can technically run the old dashboard, but you're not gonna get everything on it, and it's probably gonna be a bit buggy. It's weird because it's like the guides thing. The dashboard you'll get, the guides not so much. And then some games that you would try to run wouldn't work without updating your dashboard anyway. It's weird.
Yeah. Well, I hope when the soft mod comes about, it blows the modding scene open even further.
Right, because there's a reason why we get more original Xbox homebrew than 360, because the original Xbox is
Because
easier
the
to
360 is
soft
probably one of the most secure consoles ever made.
mod. Yes.
It has it has the smallest probably one of the smallest attack surfaces when it comes to like like jailbreaking.
Yeah, with the original Xbox, it's just trivial. I mean, even to soft mod them, it's like super easy.
Yeah. Is there any downsides to soft modding of original Xbox over hard modding?
You have to keep the DVD drive connected, and
That's fine.
the HDD pairing key has to be set. Like basically, there's like a unique key assigned to each original Xbox that's then used to lock the hard drive. And on a soft modded one, it will always try and unlock it. So it means that like you have to make sure that if you like do anything with the hard drive on your PC, you have to then lock it with with the key, so it's not like impossible to do this stuff. It just makes it more inconvenient to work with. Whereas with like a hard modded one, you can just plug an SSD in and format it, like, and it'll just take it without having to worry about that stuff. But like what I had to do with when I because my first original Xbox that I modded was a soft mod, and I had to, like, whilst it was on, clone the original hard drive image to the new SSD I put in it, and that required, whilst the console was on, hot swapping the IDE cable at the back of the DVD drive and then into the SATA to IDE adapter, and it was kind of nerve-wracking, you know, a little bit.
Yeah, that
'cause
sounds
it's on,
scary.
and you putting your fingers around like power cables that are on.
That's
So-
yeah, that's
You don't have to do that with a hard. You don't have to do that with a hard modded one. So.
yeah. Yeah, I guess I do need to just get a damn solder kit if I want to actually do something.
Yeah, that's
But,
why
I
got.
I don't even have an original Xbox, and I mean,
Well,
actually, I
just get
don't
one
even
of
think
the
I don't even
PCs.
think I would really want. I feel like there's not really much reason for me to, like. Do you need to use Insignia? Do you need to mod your Xbox?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
Shit. All right. Well, I guess. Yeah. Okay.
Halo 2 on Insignia was like.
And
so
soft
good
modding is
for, like, the
probably
week that it was
the
populated.
easiest way to get into Insignia anyway.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
soft mod and not, and just keep using the original hard drive, and then because
Yeah,
like,
I mean
the only
that's
reason I
really
changed
what
the
I
hard
would
drive
do
out-
anyway. Is I
Yeah.
probably wouldn't. I wouldn't really care too much about homebrew unless, you know. I mean, I'd rather just burn discs because I have like let's see, can you like put, you know, burned DVD-Rs in a soft modded Xbox?
You know, I've
But-
never tried it because I just went straight to a big hard drive and then just FTP in the games straight onto it. So I never actually tried that. Let's have a look. I'll look it up for you.
Yes.
Oh, apparently yes, you can do. You can play burn games on a soft modded console. So
That's
Cool.
kind of what I would figure.
yeah, the original Xbox is cool, but I don't really find much reason to use mine if I'm honest. Like I just kind of have it because it's cool. That's it doesn't really go beyond that. I don't use it very often.
I would really be using it for Insignia and for like mostly for just play. I don't know.
Burnout 3.
Halo 2, Doom
Hell yeah.
3, Xbox Live co-op, which
I mean,
nobody.
the Xbox... Sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, the Xbox port of Doom 3 is super interesting. I should get around to playing that at some point.
The thing that makes me sad is that co-op, it's Xbox Live only, and like you can't do it split screen. I tried doing it
'cause
one
the console
time
would
and it
melt.
didn't work.
The console would melt. We can barely run Doom 3 as it is.
Yeah, but yeah, you're probably right.
I think we're talking about Doom 3 Xbox.
Yes.
Surprisingly, well, not surprisingly, the funny part is that the only split screen you'll get out of it depends on your copy of Doom 3. Is just classic Doom, essentially.
Yeah, what is it, the collector's edition?
Yes,
Right?
and Resurrection of Evil.
Yeah, I don't think mine has that.
Girl.
It's kind of expansion packs on consoles is kind of funny to me, because it's like, you know, you have like Resurrection of Evils on a do you need the base game to play Resurrection of Evil on the Xbox?
Not really. It's standalone.
Yeah, exactly. They're all standalone, and it's like the fear files on the Xbox 360. It's both Extraction Point and Perseus Mandate on one CD standalone. It's so weird. It's such a weird thing to think about from like a PC player's perspective.
I bought the physical copies of the Fallout DLC on 360, and those ones are like they just install like PC things, but it's kind of yeah, it varies from game to game. I think. I mean, like those like bigger. I think it's only DLCs on the 360 that kind of just behave like you would expect them to, where it's like an installer.
Yeah. I miss expansion packs that had like exclusive multiplayer that played significantly different than the base game. Like fucking Scourge of Armagon, what is it? Spearhead for Medal of Honor Allied Assault. And by significantly different, I really just mean more content. Like it adds more like just adding more weapons. And it was like exclusive to that expansion. Like there was something novel about that to me that I like. But I mean, I know practically it's not great because it's that, you know, that's kind of putting a fork in the multiplayer scene a bit. I don't know.
I see people use that excuse to defend like the current thing with games where it's like, you know, well, you pay for cosmetics and everyone gets the new maps for free. It's like, I think
wait, hold on. Use what to defend what? I'm sorry.
The splitting the player base thing to defend like the current state of modern gaming. So I don't have much sympathy for that.
You know, I'm like, I've seen what, you know, splitting a player base can do, especially for a smaller one. But I think when you have a larger player base, then it really shouldn't fucking matter.
I mean, typically as well, if you talk about FPS games, you need what, like 8 people?
Well, it depends on the kind of game. If we're talking, like, Star Wars Battlefront, that was a game that actually, you know, was a double-edged sword in terms of, as far as expansion packs go. Because you had, like, you know, you had the base game, the base game's multiplayer, and then you had, like, you know, say the Death Star DLC's multiplayer. And that was, like, you know, its own separate thing. And it's like,
wait,
you know...
Is that an original Xbox thing? Because I genuinely don't remember.
No, I'm talking about Battlefront 2015.
Oh, right, sorry, I thought you meant Battlefront.
Yeah, not the OG one, no. Because, I don't know. Like, you know, the original Battlefronts, I remember playing at my friend's house, but, you know, the first ones that I really played on my own were the EA ones, which I know how that sounds, but, like, I have a soft spot for Battlefront 2015 as like a original trilogy Star Wars fan, because I think it just does so much that feels authentic to those 3 films specifically.
I mean, I never played it much. I just remember the discourse at the time being, it looks really nice, but there's no content.
Yeah, and that was the big problem. was lack of content.
I've been meaning to...
Because it was rushed out the door to, you know, profit on the wave of The Force Awakens coming out.
Sounds like, I thought it sounded like Brooke was lagging.
I don't know, he deafened.
Yeah. Weird.
I think he was probably talking to somebody else.
I was about to bring up, that I've been recently getting more into, like, Quake map jams.
Again?
Yes. And it looked like it was deafened when he was trying to speak, too.
Sorry, fucking, what is it, my little sibling annoyed the fucking shit out of me. Started hitting me.
He annoyed you so much, the internet lag.
Huh? What did you say?
I said, how do you think we feel?
Really?
Watching what I don't know what happened.
Like, man, we know.
Ow! Rocket face.
Oh,
Yeah. Thought of taking the time to like 3D model so let's just learn off of Koga for the Half-Life skirmish and shit. Just move this back. I don't know what it is. I never really liked my low poly models, even though they end up pretty good.
Honestly, I've been growing a little satisfied with how I've been making my low poly model. Like recently, making the Daki model.
yeah, your recent one was pretty good. I think.
Yeah.
You're. I think if you put the time in, you could totally make like a low poly Akage model, and that would actually really help.
Yeah,
I think it would really help your image as a VTuber and make you stand out a lot more, like visually.
I guess. Because the idea I thought about was like making a low poly like Akage that I could put in the games.
You could. I mean,
I
yeah. You
guess
could do
when it
that
comes
too.
to like making a VTuber model that's low poly, I need to learn more about how to like go about blend shapes, so I can have some facial expressions and all that.
Well, I think
pretty easy.
I mean, I think the main thing, at least for like a initial rudimentary model, is to do like a, just kind of have like a mouth, just sort of, I don't know, I guess based on microphone volume input. I don't know, kind of like how, kind of the way that Half-Life 1 NPCs, their mouth movement works, which is based on
Audio?
it's based on audio volume,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, the idea
Yeah.
I've thought about when it comes to like movable mouth, I think it's called skin groups. So I can
Yeah,
probably
skin
have
groups,
a
that's the
yeah,
thing.
if I can just have like a plane that's like in front of the face, acting as like the mouth graphics and even the eye graphics.
Yeah, just a just a sprite that sits in front of it, and you have different frames.
Right.
That absolutely works, yeah.
That's the idea I thought about, although that may require, like, figuring out how I go about the eyelashes, because that's a 3D model on its own. So I may have to turn that to, like, a 2D thing.
I think it would probably, the eyelashes would probably look better in 2D on a low poly model because it fits the aesthetic better.
Right, but I would have to get the idea of how I would make it show it any directions. I know one problem I had one time was, I think it has more to do with, if you look at her on the back view, her eyelashes aren't visible. I think that should be an easy fix. Now, as for, like, another problem has more to do with, like, transparency. That's a tricky part on its own, depending on the game.
Yeah.
Part of the reason why
you're talking about porting it to games. Okay, I thought
I
we
mean,
were
that's
talking about
that's one of those things I keep in mind when I make a model. Is like, maybe it might be useful if I want to port it to a game and all that stuff. So that might be part of the reasons why I try to avoid going a bit high on poly count. But this time, when I went without restricting myself with a poly count, I think it ended up with a good result.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's tricky to make a low poly model.
You just keep an eye on your topology, I guess.
Right, that's the focus here, and I think I've gotten a bit better doing so with the arms and legs.
Sorry about that, mine was
Because I apparently studied how they would make it bend without making it look all noodly.
Yeah.
And that was the ongoing problem that I was having until I figured it out.
Noodle legs. Oh.
Crashed.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
Yeah, it crashed. I didn't see what level we were on. Fuck.
And I forgot to enable debug mode.
Whatever. Let's say... Fuck, hold on, give me a second.
I guess one idea I could probably think about is, like, I can probably go to my previous stream, my ongoing stream, and then rewind a bit.
Yeah, just rewind a bit and see what the last level name was or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let me find it.
I mean, actually, it won't show the level number. You know what? Let's just we'll just figure it out as we go. I'm setting it to
the map is called Casualty.
Casualty.
Well, by Hobo Master.
I don't know what.
Onslaught 2 DM. Luckily, Doom Wiki might have some clues.
No, Onslaught. It's not on Doom Wiki.
Oh yeah, Rick, I'd love to fucking do what is it?
Well, I see it, doomwiki.org. Oh, wait, that's the
The
first one.
firearms mod.
It might be in the. Here, let me. You know what? Let me check the add-ons thing. Maybe it's on the README.
Probably worth checking that.
Yeah, real
alright.
quick, dude. We should fucking try firearms at some point.
That's a kind of a game that would need a lot of people, I think.
Oh yeah, I mean we can get
Oh
people
yeah,
to try it out.
there were some suggestions that were thrown out, but I had to reject them because like that requires a bigger turnout. This is reasons why we don't play Team Fortress Classic in here.
Oh, yeah.
Because we need to know for sure that we can be able to pull it off easily. The thing is though, like, I feel like if we would feel more confident if we know that we were almost consistently getting like turnouts of various games, like 8-player matches almost consistently or close to it. At least the way I see it. Okay. Looking in the WAD itself.
Yeah, just you should be able to see.
Oh yeah, map info.
There you
I
go.
don't think it shows much. But I could probably judge from some images.
It should be the Sea Wilv or
Yeah,
whatever
I
it's
found
called.
it.
Yeah.
It's level 13, actually 14.
What's okay? 14. All right, and that's the one that crashed.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, then we'll go to 15. All right. All right. Well, I'm gonna kick Resposa out since he's not
Oh, wait a
here.
minute.
I think.
Let me double check, because I'm trying to find the part where it crashed. Okay, it's the map after Casualty,
I
that's
keep
where it crashed. It's
fucking
called
turning AK,
Carcass
I'm sorry.
Depository.
So.
My bad.
Like
Okay,
God
so
says.
okay, and that's level 15.
Yes.
Okay. All right, then I will set it to 16.
Sorry about that. I want to keep
But I
fucking deafening.
do kind of want to know
so.
how, what the error was. Maybe that could be fixable.
Yeah, I think there's probably some way to fix it. I mean, I don't know, but whatever. Okay. I don't know if Respos is here, but I'm gonna just kick him out for now, since it shows him as away. All right, let's just.
I still
hit it.
find it hilarious so you can kick anybody, including the host. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
Hey, what's up there?
I recognize that it was you due to the mic quality.
Hello,
Crack.
bitch. On the truck.
Hey, Riff, do you like Cox Internet?
What do you think?
No.
I mean, it is a genuine
No.
question. Well,
The big stupid question you say?
Yeah, I'm the master.
Eggplant asked Rift if he likes Cox Internet.
And I said, what do you think?
Black internet.
No.
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 Okay.
Luigi, look.
No.
It's from Bowser.
No.
Hey, Rift, is your internet
remember-
connection testy?
Zesty?
Yes.
Speaking of gold source,
I can never hear that word the same way again.
And I wanted to play tonight with the. I don't know. I kind of felt like playing tonight, but my Windows 98 machine doesn't want to turn on.
Okay.
Make sure. Oh, well, you know what? Open it up. Make sure that it's a slot 1 PC, right?
No, it's Pentium 4.
Oh.
Crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
'Cause I remember one time, I think my slot 1 Pentium 3 came loose one time, and that's why it wouldn't turn on.
Oh
No,
god,
it
yeah.
like completely doesn't want to.
You had to
turn
like
on,
reseat it to get it back up and running.
Yeah, I had to reseat it because it was a 1 gigahertz Pentium 3. It had a different locking system that didn't really work with my motherboard, so it kind of just sits in there. And I've only ever had that problem once, so I'm not particularly worried about it.
Put some tape on that.
I'm not putting tape on it. I feel I would
Life hack.
maybe electrical tape.
Well, yeah,
if I had any, but I don't think I have electrical tape.
Well, yeah, I mean,
School.
why would one put duct
Oh,
tape on their computer?
I don't know, Brian. You seem like the kind of person who would do that.
Put duct tape
Somebody
on.
else's computer.
That's the power button.
I'm gonna
Listen to this.
sabotage your LAN parties just by like putting duct tape on your processors.
My LAN parties that I definitely have.
Real.
Hey guys, listen to this. This is the power button.
Do you have noise suppression turned on?
I have it going on.
Hold on, I'll put my mic
Dang.
closer.
I can only hear everything. I didn't hear
It
shit.
like doesn't want to click in.
Oh.
So it's the physical button. I guess I don't know. Maybe take it apart. See if like something's stuck.
It's got a piece of gum underneath that button.
Real.
Gum on that thing.
Dude, like, well, seriously, like,
Well,
Riff,
I
have
just
you
want to
ever
go
visited any,
the
like,
weirder route and just like, oh, just open up the case, use a screwdriver, turn it on.
You know, I'm pretty much down to fucking someday, dude, in the future we can play some, like, Gold Source mod. Friday.
Well, I
Yeah,
know
it's
on
totally
Wednesday
floating.
we're doing Quake 4, but I think it's probably gonna be a nightly event. Possibly due to
Nightly?
like, yeah, I think it's gonna be on a Wednesday night instead of during the evening.
That's not what nightly means, Brian.
High night.
That means
No, yeah, we're gonna do an event every day, Riff.
My ball
Yeah.
is
For the
you can't blame
every
me.
day for the rest of your lives, you will be
Blame Bush.
hooked on with
Yeah.
duct tape
yeah. I'll
on
definitely
ceiling.
be attending and not completely avoiding burnout.
Ugh.
and that's why I don't. That's why I don't do more. I don't, try not to do many events during the week because I don't want to burn people out.
Well, yeah, I mean, you like to do weekend events and like at least 2 events.
Friday and
stuff.
Saturdays,
Yes.
and then
Sunday's a shitty day for me, dude. I don't like Sunday at all. Fucking hate Sunday.
I like Sunday.
Yeah, but like the thing
I
is, for me, at least I have school after fucking Sunday.
Well, okay, but whatever.
I always felt like Wednesday was probably a better time for me, especially, and I always try to
Yeah.
do one event on my server.
I was born on Wednesday, and I love Wednesdays.
At least it's
Yeah,
better than
sometimes
me
Saturdays
doing
really
it on
suck for me.
At least it's better than me doing an event on a Friday on like at 8 o'clock at the same time Deathmatch Club does an event.
Oh, that would probably explain why it doesn't work. It's not
What's
the
up?
power bar is not plugged in.
The what?
You fucking
Power bar
idiot.
is this. The power bar is not plugged in.
The power blower.
The power blower.
Oh, man.
Blar.
Blar.
By the way, I'm looking at
power
Unreal
blower is
and
not
I want
plugged
you to make custom weapons for Unreal.
Still not.
I'm gonna force your computers on just by putting staples on the power button. It won't shut off. But if you shut
This
it off,
computer-
you can't turn it back on because you gotta remove the
By the
fucking
way-
staple out of your power button.
Eggplant in the background, it sounds like you're just having to deal with a mess of wires just tangled up into each other.
That's exactly what he's doing.
Oh my god.
That's not too far from the truth. Ah, there we go!
I got it up.
You have started your computer.
Imagine-
You got man.
Imagine if he starts up a computer out of the blue and then just the power supply blows up, magic smoke and everything.
It smells like 1998.
My mango.
I had
Just
a
to blow
computer
up.
explode on me.
And I act like I don't know nobody.
Now I'm curious, help me out. Mutators are like mods for Unreal?
Yes, they are mods. They are basically gameplay modifiers.
So you can like modify pretty much everything. Like the main menu, guns, everything else.
Well, not so much the main menu, but like gameplay.
Oh, like
I mean, you can actually you can add stuff to the main menu, but you can't really like. I don't think you can like overhaul the main menu with mutators.
What about guns? Like custom.
Yes, yes, yes. Have you ever heard of Chaos UT? Download that
think
and
I've
go
heard.
try it.
Yeah,
I want to make my
we're talking
own
about like
mutators.
making mutators and stuff, run real engine stuff. Yeah, it's definitely a good idea.
I'd love to mutate this fucking game and put some nice guns in there.
I do like to see about making myself a gameplay mod for Xandronum. Maybe heavily inspired by games like Blood and Rot to some extent. And with my modeling skills, it would definitely be beneficial.
Bro, I would just want to make a new game in the Endblood engine.
Oh yeah.
Cause just like make a whole ass new game with those physics and that movement would be awesome.
Oh yeah. I just feel like it's easier for me to just make a mod because like it's not too much of a dedication to handle. Because if you're making like a game from scratch, that's a whole can of worms.
I know it is, but like I'm just saying, I like the idea of making a whole new game.
Oh yeah.
Based upon the Endblood engine.
Right, that's also a cool idea nonetheless.
I unfortunately do not have the sufficient skill set for something like that.
The weird part for me is like I have a hard time getting completely into 3D modeling at times because it'd be like, well, I'd be questioning what are my use cases outside of just making it just to make it. Especially if I don't have too much program skills to like.
Well, I mean, some
there.
some people make models and like sell them online for people to use.
Or just modding.
I mean, of course,
feel
they
like
have to be
modding's
really
probably-
good models, and people have to want to use them.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I feel like my best case with modeling is just for mods, rather than just actual
Yeah.
projects.
yeah,
But eventually, maybe one day I could probably like port them over to like Source Filmmaker and make something funny with it.
oh boy.
So that means I gotta make a bunch of characters and props to pull that
Source Filmmaker Nightmares by Brian.
Made and posted on.
off. I'm gonna make an Open Rift 3D model and just put it as like a SFM series.
So you know what? I was so
funny
close to
videos.
putting post.
Ah.
I was like, nah, it's wrong. He probably
We're
wouldn't.
gonna, I'm gonna make all my favorite characters
funny
and
enough-
friends in this funny series, and then
You know,
and then everybody questions
Crazy
reality.
enough, I still have.
I
still have the
sue you
texture.
for using my likeness.
Yeah, that's why I had to ask you about it, and yeah, I still have the texture they had, but I never finished it.
But what if I took your likeliness as an inspiration to make a different character? though?
Likeliness.
Yeah, likeness. Be
What's
like,
my likeness to that?
we're gonna call him.
So basically,
see.
make something legally distinct
Yes.
or something like that.
Free Rift. Bro's making Free Rift.
Yeah, we're gonna
I'm
make
making
Libre
German
Rift,
95 and
guys.
post it too, and I'm calling him Rift as a nickname.
He'll be like this kind of person that's so instead of being really enthusiastic about keyboards and DOS games, he's really enthusiastic about Libre software and even Libre keyboards.
So no, just
Me, basically?
yeah, that's just Eggplant.
Congratulations,
Just
Eggplant.
do
You're
Eggplant,
Open Rift.
bro.
You're
You know, I already have Eggplant posted too. There's voice lines, there's the whole character model, there's
Yeah, I
everything.
did the voice things.
Yeah, that's a funny thing too. Like, if me and Brooke agree on the idea, we just like pour all a bunch of our models to like Source Filmmaker and make something silly with it. Eggplant meets Daki, part 1.
I don't want to imagine.
But Daki
That's gonna be
destroys Eggplant.
You're gonna have to
That's
pay
the
me more
funny
to
part.
put that in. Sorry to say that.
It'd be like one of those fucking whack-ass cartoons with hammers and shit. Daki's gonna use that hammer.
Bro, it's called Looney Tunes, bro.
Brian,
You.
Whack-ass cartoons with
Whack-ass
hammers.
cartoons with
That's
hammers.
crazy.
Yeah, it's my off-brand way of calling it Looney Tunes.
By the way,
That's
No,
that's
it's
the
Looney
most
Tunes.
broad ass sentence ever.
out of curiosity,
How to make generic names, part
And you
1.
speak
Honestly-
English. How did you fail English class?
Like obviously,
I went to
like,
wish.com and bought an
off topic
English
question, by
teacher.
the way. This is related to Unreal. So yeah, obviously, if you want to make like custom guns, you're gonna have to like modify their class, like their Unreal's code, right? Like the Unreal script stuff.
Well, you don't. You don't modify the. Well, you don't replace any existing files. It's just you make a new file. Honestly, I don't really know how the stuff works. I don't know. I would look into it. I'm sure there's some documentation.
There is. I'm just trying to find some because like nowadays, whenever I type in Unreal Editor 99, I get Unreal 4 or Unreal 5 shit. Like,
Yeah, just I don't know. Look up UT99 editor or something.
yeah, Unreal script. If I learn how to do Unreal script, I would definitely love to show you guys how to do it.
I do recommend checking out like the game logic on its own, and then maybe try learning what to do making mutators. Because the thing is, it's like Unreal script is kind of like object-oriented programming. It's just code that extends upon code and just continues like that. It's very interesting.
If you're brave to stand reading this whole thing, I got this whole thing in text to voice.
If you tell this code that's extending from, say, the Enforcer, you still keep the original intact Enforcer code, except whatever you're putting on it modifies it without directly modifying the Enforcer. It's very interesting.
There's an 144-page long doc from 2008 that explains to you how to use script. That's kind of nice.
Well, there you go. That is your Bible. That is your
exactly.
That's your Unreal Bible.
That's my 95 theses right here.
What?
Did you say 95 theses?
Yes.
Theses, like the
book, not my
Oh
book.
yeah. I usually just call it Theseus Return of Theseus or some shit.
I thought you said theses.
Oh yeah, have you heard of this cool
Not
game
fucking
called
years.
Feces Return of the Hero? It's made by the same people who made Alien Shooter. You play as this bald dude shooting a bunch of fucking aliens. Holy fucking shit. Fucky fuck.
God damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck a lot of shit.
Yeah. Feces team. He's doing it.
Oh shit!
I
almost dropped the CRT on me.
You idiot.
Oh yeah, that log you call a
I feel like
CRT.
I feel like whenever you just stand in the middle of Eggplant's room, something will fall on you, and it would be just the most fucked up damage you can ever get. Like, literally out of nowhere, a giant fucking CRT monitor falls on your foot.
And then at this point, his foot becomes purple from all the weight, all the pressure and weight applied to that giant CRT monitor.
Alright, would any of you here volunteer for 3 million to clean Eggplant's room?
It's already clean.
But it sounds like you really are struggling out there to get something like just to pull wires just to find a fucking speaker or whatever the hell.
Hey Eggplant, have you ever had an exercise routine where it involves deadlifting CRT monitors, TVs I mean?
Look at him. I don't think he does.
He needs to. He'll get
Brian
muscles.
deadlifts them.
He'll be pumping
Okay,
muscles,
this
just
doc is
lifting
old.
giant CRT
Iron.
televisions.
Iron!
Alright,
Oh.
well those are the levels.
This is regular ass Citadel.
Alright.
Mega dump.
DD Mega Doo-Doo. Alright.
Okay,
Well, that was fun.
Hey Riff, would you ever get a gateway destination monitor?
Is just this chair here?
I mean, gateway. I don't know. Depends on how much I'm getting it for, where I'm getting it from, whatever.
If it's free in the trash.
I'll take it and see if it works. Yeah.
Have fun trying to carry the damn thing.
I don't. How big is it?
Let me look this up because it's
Alright, put
Big
a
enough to
picture.
fit in.
practically.
No,
It's super big.
is that giant CRT monitor that came with the?
Yes, it's the 30.
Oh,
It's a
God.
36-inch CRT monitor.
What does it look like?
36. That's a television. That's
Yeah,
a
it-
fucking television.
but it has
1982.
VGA. That's the crazy
The hell
part.
they make monitors that big?
Yeah, the gateway destination is like notorious for being super large. And
Oh,
yeah,
that is, yeah,
it's like
that's
it's like a hybrid of CRT television with the hardware of VGA monitors.
All right, let me see the back of this thing. Oh wait, no, this came with a PC. What the fuck?
Yeah, the gateway destination's a
Oh my
PC.
god, we need LGR to do a video on this. Oh my god. Please. I want this thing looks so this looks sick as hell. I want him to do a video on this.
Yeah, this PC was like made for like entertainment centers, if I recall correctly. Like,
Hmm.
yeah,
There's just like 4 naked women over here.
very good.
That's us.
Where?
Oh my god.
I was walking through the stage and I just see 4 of them.
Naked woman.
Well, we'll talk to them. We'll
Oh,
talk
you're
to them.
still in the game. Yeah, no, we
I just exited out.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out as well.
Wow.
Alright.
Should I get a gateway? Play games on
If you could find one.
If you can
If you-
find,
it?
if you-
Where?
If you can find one with good specs or I don't know, sufficient specs for what you plan on playing,
that's
Like, is this
something.
rare?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's something you gotta answer yourself. What games did you want to play on it when you get into retro computers?
Anything, dude. Fucking- so this is like a really rare monitor. Is that right?
Well, it's a monitor, but it also came with like with a specialized PC.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's rare.
Looking in the wall, I see cats.
Cats.
Cat, yeah, cat memes.
I'm a
Alright.
cat person.
All right,
You're all.
I'm gonna go. You guys have a good night.
Very
You
nice,
too.
sweet prince.
See you, man.
He's a fucking asshole. I'm fucking hate Rick. No, I'm kidding. He's not. He's a good guy.
That wraps up this stream, guys. For those of you who watch, I thank you all for watching me playing the Doom 2 and chatting around. Tomorrow I'll probably finish off Radix and then probably play through Diablo. But for now, I gotta hop off. For those of you who were watching, thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for more content. Give 5 money for Booba. And as always, peace out. See ya.